Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, the Netflix password sharing crackdown is upon us. But how will it work? How will they do it? We know the details. Then, it's officially one of the biggest movies of all time, and I finally saw it. My review of Avatar, The Way of Angsty Teens. And it's soup season. Foodie queen Stephanie Hansen has a killer recipe for beer cheese soup. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to The Jason Show. I'm Jace. Hi. How you doing? Are you doing okay? I'm Jace. Please keep that love going for my good friend. It's Kendall Mark, everyone.
Hello. Hi. Hi, y'all. Hi.
Great audience today. Thanks for being here.
Good.
Thank you to you for being here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Marianne in the front. Let me tell you right off the bat. And Eric, photographer Eric, is getting a shot of her in the front row. We have, look, everyone is special that comes to see us, but today we have someone very special in the front row. She's so special, she's sitting in the Oprah Winfrey chairs.
Ooh.
She's looking dazzling. She's looking dazzling in red. That's Marianne, everyone. That's right. Marianne's celebrating a birthday. I was taught well by my mother. I was taught a lot of manners. You never ask a woman her age, but I'm just going to tell you, she's 42. 42, right? 42, Marianne. That's right. She's younger than I am, and she looks better than I am. That's right. Those are her daughters. Her daughter and her sister didn't even know she was coming until today.
What?
Today, like right now.
Surprise!
This was her. I was gonna say. I hope this show doesn't disappoint her. She turns. That's right. We got it, Kendall. We got to be extra entertaining for Marianne today.
Oh gosh,
It's
so
her
much
birthday.
pressure.
I know. Welcome to the show, everybody. I went to the movies last night, and I'll give my review a little bit later. But I got to tell you, and as I say, I know you're with me on this one. I got to speak for the people. I got to speak for America. And let me just give you a little base here. I am a movie theater loving person. I want movie theaters to thrive. I want them to be there. There's something special. And look, I got a fancy, I got a big TV. I like watching movies at home in my pajamas.
Yeah.
But there's something magical about watching still. The big screen, the big loud music, I get it.
The buttered
There is something
popcorn.
special.
Yeah.
So I say this with peace and love.
Uh-oh, Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr. AMC, I love you. But please, for the love of Oprah Winfrey, there is no need for you to put on a half hour of previews before the movie. I went to go see Avatar last night.
Well, that's a long movie, too.
I just got home. Actually, I just got back.
got here.
I went to see it last night. I just got in.
Yeah.
The movie is 3 hours and 11 minutes long. Colin set his timer. This is no joke. 26 minutes of commercials, of previews. And I love previews. You guys, Leo, don't roll it yet. I say it all the time on the show. I show you a lot of trailers because I love a good trailer. But 26 minutes worth of them?
No.
And then AMC, and it's not just AMC. All the theaters do this. They put on all of their policy promos. And look, I'm in one of them. I'm in for Imagine Theaters. I'm in one of them.
He's the guy.
I'm the guy. But I got to tell you, all I want from a policy trailer, let me make it real quick for you. Leo, we're on 5. Here we go. Shut up and don't talk. Now watch the movie. That's what you need. Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, wait. Leo, back to me. Hi, welcome to the theater. Welcome to the movies. Turn off your damn phone, don't talk, and go buy a Coke, okay? That's it. That's all you need for people. So we get to We get to minute 25, okay? 25 minutes, and I'm getting antsy.
Hallelujah.
All of a sudden, then they put on the Nicole Kidman AMC commercial. Now, I love Nicole Kidman. I love her, and I love this ad, but you should have heard me in the theater. I said this. I said, sit down, Nicole. Sit down. I don't want to hear from you right now, Nicole. I want the blue people. I want to start the movie. I was so irritated. I took it out on poor Nicole Kidman. Anyway, AMC, I love you. I want people to continue to come to your theater, so trim it down. We're in the age of the internet. Marianne just watched 2 trailers before she got here on her phone.
True.
We don't need to watch all of those trailers.
If you're out of popcorn by the time the trailers are over, that's bad.
That's right. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. I love them, but seriously. Go to Imagine Theaters, though. That's where I'm the pre-show. I'm the one telling you to shut up, yeah.
Then it's okay.
Then it's all right, yeah. I keep it short, though. We're learning more details about Netflix's proposed crackdown on sharing your password with everyone you know. Dar, the free ride's coming to an end, lady.
Train is left.
The gravy train's over, Mom.
Hold in.
According to the streamers' help center, they're not real helpful. The users, listen to this. Users will have to identify a primary location for their account, and the company will use IP addresses and device IDs to determine where you are, your location. Logins from other locations will be blocked. Because you're thinking to yourself, well, Jace, what if I'm traveling and I want to watch it at the Hojo, okay? I want to watch some movies in the Hojo. They must notify, before you leave, you have to notify Netflix.
What? Like you got to tell your teacher where you're going?
I don't even tell American Express where I'm going. You know? And then when you do that, you're going to be given a temporary code for 7 days. We still don't know how much adding someone to your account's going to cost. Look, I'm having fun with this, but I'm being very serious, and I really hope this clip goes around, and I hope Netflix sees this. Your service, streaming services, are a service of convenience. This is no longer convenient. You're making it not convenient. You're making it inconvenient for all of us. And I'm not kidding, and I'm also speaking, and this isn't a criticism of folks. Let me take my mom, for example. My mom, though, my mom's on TikTok all the time, but my mom isn't technologically savvy like a lot of folks in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. If you're going to make it harder for those folks to even get on your app, you know what they're going to do? They're not going to subscribe to your service, and they're going to go someplace else because Netflix. I got some news for you. Things are a lot different than when you first started. Now there's 17 million options, and if you make it inconvenient for your convenient service, they're going to go someplace else. I'm just telling you.
I mean, talking about anyone being inconvenient, I'm 33. I can figure out the technology part, but I'm also of the generation where, like, I don't have time for that. I don't care.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm just not going to do it. And if you're going to kick me out, I'm going to be like, well, screw you, then I'm done. Bye.
Yeah, exactly.
Which they're going to kick me out because I'm still using my mother-in-law's Netflix.
That's fine. That's fine.
Bummer.
I'm just getting word. Marianne just canceled her Netflix in that segment. She just canceled it.
Good for you.
Didn't you, Marianne? You canceled it. You're done with it.
She's done.
Marianne's going to Disney Plus. Next on the dish, the 3rd episode of The Last of Us on HBO, speaking of streaming services, has received widespread praise, including from yours truly. Nick Offerman was one of the stars of that episode. He was on Kimmel last night, and he chatted about who convinced him. He almost didn't do the show, but who convinced him? Look.
When I got the script, Craig Mazin wrote the script, who did Chernobyl, among other things, and that guy seems to know what he's doing.
Yes.
And he sent me the script, and I didn't have time on the calendar to say yes to this job, and my incredible goddess of a wife read it, and she said, "You're going to Calgary, buddy.
You got to do
have
this.
Fun. You have to do
so
this." So
Megan Mullally, your wife, is responsible for you being in this episode.
She's the curator. Yeah, she chose every garment that I'm wearing tonight.
You got a compliment from Jeff Bezos. Said episode 3 of The Last of Us is unbelievably good storytelling. I'm in awe of Nick Offerman performance. Incredible. He doesn't even own HBO yet. That's crazy.
It's crazy. I got in touch with Jeff and said thank you, and he bumped me up to something called Super Prime.
Oh, wow.
Which is,
How does that work?
They deliver my package and give me $20.
Oh, that's nice.
I want that. He is that good. I know. I'm not going to keep talking about. When I like something, I just. It is really that good. Go watch it. It's so good. Viewership for The Last of Us continues to rise. By the way, episode 3, the one we're talking about, saw a 12% rise from episode 2. Trust me when I say this, that is rare in the TV business. Very rare in the TV business. Yeah.
Fine, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Zombie people.
What I don't like either, these anti-gay folks, they're review bombing the episode. Isn't it gross? Get a life. Get a hobby. Go Go make a ceramic poodle or something. I mean, you have that lack of a life that you have to review bomb. What I mean by that is they're going on people.
And saying it's terrible.
They're saying it's terrible because there are gay folks. Imagine that. Ooh, we're everywhere.
Oh my God.
We might be at the grocery store you stop at. Anyway. We don't bite, I swear. And but they're going on there and they're review bombing the episode. It's just, it's almost like, it's like, losers. Anyway, we have a lot more to come. Mary Ann's going to get a daiquiri in a few minutes, so We'll be back after this. Stay with us, everyone. Back in a moment. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the show. Harrison Ford was on Colbert last night. Indiana Jones, y'all. Harrison's also in that Yellowstone prequel, 1923. Do you like, Aaron? Do you like that show? You like that? It's good. Okay.
It's so good. This is better than the other prequel.
Oh wow! Did you hear? It's better than the other prequel.
Better than the other prequel.
1883 or whatever it's called. But Steven asked him about his final time in the fedora as in Indiana Jones and turning back the clock. All of that's on our late night rewind.
People saw the image of you in the trailer for What? It's a network show. We can afford to print out photos. It's not. Is this surprising to you that we have this technology?
No, I mean you've done a lot of work here.
You're Harrison Ford. Of course, we're going to do a lot of work for Harrison Ford.
I used to.
This isn't Jason Segel we're talking about.
Lucasfilm owns, because I did a bunch of movies for them, and they have all of this footage, including film that wasn't printed, stock. So they can mine it for where the light is coming from the expression. I don't know how they do it, but that's my actual face. And then I put little dots on my face, and I say the words, and they make my. It's fantastic. Wow.
Does it freak you out to see this, or or in your mind, this is what you look like all the time?
That's what I see when I look in the mirror now.
Still a good-looking guy. Isn't it crazy though?
That's so cool.
Isn't that nuts, Kendall? It's like the technology has gotten to that point where they can take old footage. It's not really de-aging, but it kind of is. It's a mix of a whole bunch of deep fake technologies.
And I didn't even think of the fact that, like, with Lucasfilms, obviously that's Star Wars.
Yeah.
So they could use that version of him too.
I got to tell you, in season 15 of this show, they're just going to de-age me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're just gonna look how I looked in season 1.
I mean, great.
He never ages, and I'm talking about our next guest. He's the hot What is it? The hell is he reporting live from an NFL? He's holding a microphone like he's Howard Cosell. Anyway, our hot dish now continues with our insider to the stars, reporting live from a football field. It's Dax Holt, everyone. What are you doing?
Well, I'm at my office, so I don't have my normal setup that has, like, the mic holder. And so, like, this is what they normally look like when I do my interviews from the office, is I have my mic with the mic flag on it.
You look like a reporter reporting on breaking news, Anyway.
Well, I am. This is breaking news. I got Tara Reid on the podcast. That's breaking news.
Yeah. And for, youngins that don't know, she was everywhere. She was like the it girl in the early 2000s. Give us some deets.
Well, Jason, you rarely see me fanboy out. However, this was the episode that it happened because we've been trying to get Tara Reid on the podcast for literally years. And it was like jumping through so many hoops. We were contacting publicists and managers who would turn out to not even be her publicist or manager. And they were stringing us along. We finally got her, and I was so excited. She was probably the best guest host that we ever had at TMZ when I was there. You know, Harvey was out for the day. She came and filled in, and I wanted to tell her that because I feel like she changed so many, my perspective of her had changed so much after meeting her that first time, and so I wanted to kind of say that to her. But we had a great conversation. You know, she was battered in the media for a very long time. She was the party girl, along with Lindsay Lohan and Paris and all those people out partying in the 2007 era. But it affected her career big time. You know, she was in some big movies, American Pie and Van Wilder and all these things. And then it just kind of stopped, and it was a lot to do with her in her normal social life. People didn't want to trust her. And because of that, the media focused so hard on it. And she was like, I don't understand. What the media got wrong about me was I partied hard, but I also worked really hard. And she was like, I was never late to set. I would never missed an opportunity. I was always there. I knew my lines. I was professional. But because I got so skewered in the media, it changed people's perspective of me or perception of me that were going to hire me. They just assumed party girl, she can't do her stuff, and I stopped getting hired. And so she's like, that's one thing that I've moved on, I've forgiven that, but she's like, it was very, very hurtful for a long time.
You talked about the focus, the spotlight. Didn't she reveal to you that affected her pressure for a perfect appearance? Didn't she feel that way?
Yeah, I mean, we asked her kind of everything, whether, what it was like to walk red carpets, what was it like being on her side of the camera? Because we reported on her for so many years. And so it was like, what was it like being the celebrity that was being reported on? What was that moment when you knew you were super famous? Because it really kind of happened overnight for her. But the one video that I want to talk about, Jason, do you remember the infamous Kim K, Paris Hilton outside of Hyde nightclub when she was waiting to get in and they strolled right in, and TMZ we probably played that 1,000 times, and I just said, I need to know from your perspective what happened that night. She goes, it wasn't fair. She said, that's not what happened. She goes, you guys cut the video of me getting in 5 seconds after them, and then I partied with them that night. She's like, but I was the laughing stock to the world that I couldn't get in, and they did. And so I was like, that's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear what actually transpired the rest of the night. So she was filling us in on that. She talked about losing both of her parents since I've seen her last. She got pretty emotional about, just keeping her mom's recipes. She can't call up her mom anymore. And then we just asked her, what was, being known as the party girl, what was that one night she looks back on as the coolest, most epic party night of her life? And it involves some really big A-list actors like Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well, there we go. And we will tune in to find out. We'll tune in to find out what the answer is. Reporting live from Anaheim, California. Make sure you all listen to the Hollywood Raw podcast, available wherever you get your podcast. Reporting live from Anaheim. Give it up for Dax Holt, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Bye, Jason.
I love messing with that guy so much anyway.
You don't say.
I worked at Taco John's yesterday.
Okay.
I did a drive-through shift at Taco John's in Burnsville. You're going to see the piece. When are we going to? Tuesday, Wednesday? Yeah, anyway. I got to tell you, I'm not going to give anything away, but 8 years we've done a lot of shoots. It was one of the most fun times I've ever had at a shoot, so much so. And I wasn't, sometimes you fake things for the television. You do it quickly. I was so into it, audience. I was there 40 minutes working the drive-through window, and photographer Eric said to me, he looked at me and he goes, don't you want to leave? Yeah. I told one woman that her credit card got declined.
Jason.
Oh God, it was so much fun. You'll see that next week. And thanks in advance to my They're family now at Taco John's. I love you. Next in the dish, yeah. They're so good to me. And I would do anything for those potato
Lifetime
olays.
supply of
Oh
potato
my God,
olays.
those potato olays.
Me too.
Even the audience.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get some for Marianne for her birthday.
I'd sell my husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd sell.
Right there's Marianne. Marianne, you like the potato olays?
Sure.
Oh.
Why not?
Can we get Marianne on the payroll? Let's get her. Anyway, next in the dish. Alicia Silverstone is back as Cher from Clueless briefly. She appears in a new Super Bowl ad for Rakuten? Mm-hmm. Rakuten, yeah. The brand released a teaser for their spot. Look.
Don't bug. Your girl is back.
Okay. She looks exactly the same. Mm-hmm. Wow. And that's not special effects. That's just her. That is amazing. I'm going to say it. I like the good old days. Why I want to watch the Super Bowl. I don't want to see the ads in advance. I want to watch it. I want to see them. I get it, but
isn't it only a little piece of it though? I mean, it's going to be a bigger ad than that.
I know. Well, yeah. Actually, you know what? Thank you.
Yeah.
You are so right, Kendall.
I read the script that Ted wrote and said it was a teaser. So.
I don't know if Ted wrote that, but anyway.
You read it too.
What they did there, that's the way you do it. Don't show us the whole thing. Show us a little bit so it makes us want to watch the Super Bowl February 12th right here on my network, Fox. Right.
Get a bonus.
Kendall and I get a $5 bill every time we say that.
Gonna get some potato olays.
Who's airing the Super Bowl, Kendall?
Foxes.
That's right. Next in the dish, at long last, we no longer have to guess the status of the relationships on season 3 of Love is Blind. I know I was concerned about that. Oh my God, Marianne was kept up nights about that, yeah. Netflix just dropped the trailer for Love is Blind After the Altar season 3, and we're only doing this story because Ted's here. Look.
Are we at a point where we can give marriage advice?
No.
You don't think?
Love can be blind.
My happiness is your happiness.
My wife. But it was not for me.
My current relationship status is extremely single.
SK cheated on me. I truly had no idea.
I've seen Nancy frequently over the past year. Does your family know what I mean?
Do you know that emoji poop? That's what it is for me.
They do not.
We haven't seen each other in so long. Okay, you guys, I'm having a party.
Am I anticipating drama? 100%.
It's not that we don't want to live together.
Well, you're not.
I do have to tell you something.
Tell me everything.
I didn't respect the way that things went down. I am intending to be a better man.
You need to tell me right now, you decide right now, are we gonna be friends or no?
Oh, I don't think this vodka is strong enough.
That's right. 2 of the couples got married at the end, and some of the others had some very dramatic breakups. After Love is Blind After the Altar hits Netflix next week. In a related story, the Jason Show After the Altar is available on Facebook right now. That's right, yeah. Mm-hmm. Seriously. Mm-hmm. No, Jeff.
Never know.
We're not joking. Not the altar, but Jeff started posting the after show where I talk to the audience.
After the show.
It's now called the After the Show, where I answer the questions and Aaron Schwab dances for people. Right.
So nice.
We're gonna take a break. We have so much good stuff coming up, so go get some more Sanka. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Coming up, this is definitely soup season, my friends, and Stephanie is back with her recipe for a fave, beer cheese soup. And was all the hype really worth it? Finally, my review of Avatar, The Way of Water. That and more when The Jason Show continues. too. Yeah. Sorry, we were just having a conversation during the commercial break. Welcome back. It's the heart of winter.
It is the heart of winter.
That's right. And that, thank you, Steph. And that means we are in the thick of soup season. See what they did there with that writing?
Yes.
Wasn't that great? Here with some of her favorite soups. Give it up. You know where you love her, Stephanie Hansen. We're making beer cheese. Now, in the teleprompter, it had an and in there. Now, I got yelled at before the show. It's just beer cheese, right?
Yes, just beer cheese. One
Okay.
word. Maybe it's a hyphenated word.
Okay.
What do they call those words when they're...
Hyphenated words. Yeah. 2 words
All
hyphenated.
those words.
Yeah.
Hard to believe I was an English major.
I know. You look really nice today. I like your lipstick. You look really
Thank
nice
you.
today.
You were talking about how we're midwinter.
Yeah.
I've had like 2 Mexican vacations already with 1 more coming up.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that out loud. I mean, people are just going to hate you. They're
I know.
going to get
No
jealous.
one has to feel bad for me.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
What are we doing?
We're starting with making beer cheese soup. And it's kind of, I think, Super Bowl-ish too, a little bit. Like, I like to have beer cheese soup around Super Bowl time.
I don't think you can legally say Super Bowl without giving the NFL $10.
Oh, the big bowl. All right.
The big game.
The big game on Fox 9.
Thank you.
$5! Mim!
That's right.
Mim, I want $5.
Yeah.
Okay, so beer cheese soup, you can have it in restaurants, and sometimes it can be real gloppy. But when you make it at home, it's great. I'm using the Instant Pot just because it's a good way to process the cooking today.
Okay.
So basically, it's a mirepoix, which is just your onions, your carrots, your celery. In this case, we use leeks.
Mirepoix?
They call it mirepoix. Mirepoix.
Okay. I trust you.
So in this pot, I've got all the carrots and the celery and the leeks. I've added some flour. That's going to be our thickener.
Okay.
And then I'm adding a can of beer. Now, if you're non-alcoholic...
Thank you. Marianne.
Clapping.
Marianne's clapping for the beer, by the way.
Marianne.
That's right, yeah.
If you are non-alcoholic, you can use a non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah.
This is a IPA that's made in Minnesota called Hairless Dog. It's really good. So we've got everything all in here. And what happens is you cook the flour with the butter and the vegetables, and it makes what's called a roux.
A roux.
And that's what gives it the thickener.
Okay.
So sometimes when you eat beer cheese soup in not so great restaurants, it's like coats the back of your spoon and it looks almost like pudding.
Yeah.
That's not good beer cheese soup.
Yeah. And you have this on the saute setting on the Instant Pot?
And
I know this now.
Yes. Why do you know this?
You'll find out in the next segment.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I've just got all the vegetables in here. I've got the beer. I'm stirring. I use my Stursby, which remember, that's one of my favorite tools.
Yeah, Stursby.
I'm gonna use about 2 cups of broth.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna start adding half and half. And you can use heavy cream too, depending on how good you're feeling about your situation in the waste department. In Minnesota in the winter, we've already given up.
Yeah,
all we've eaten is carbohydrates and mashed potatoes. So
Come see me in March. I'll start running again in March.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tuck in my shirt today because my pants were so tight.
I think you're gorgeous just the way you are.
Thank you, honey.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. So what we're doing now is we're just adding a little bit of cream, and you can see it's starting to get kind of like soupy, soup looking. And then we're going to start adding cheese by the handfuls.
Oh, by the handfuls?
There's a lot of cheese. It's 8 cups. Now here's a trick.
I'm sorry, repeat that for people in the back of the room. 8 cups of cheese?
I didn't say it was low-cal. I just said it was delicious.
I mean, look, we can't be surprised. Cheese is in the name of the soup, y'all. You know what I mean?
It is the main ingredient.
So 8 cups. And by the way, I always like to say this. Stephanie's not leaving you out. This recipe will be online in a little bit. You don't have to keep up with us. Yeah.
So what we're doing at this point is we're just adding the cheese, like handfuls at a time, and incorporating it with the cream and the broth.
And you want to add it slowly, right? You don't want to just dump it all in there.
Because you want to make sure that you get the good consistency that you want and you get it mixed. We're also going to add, Jason, there's some spices over there. There's some salt, some pepper, some Tabasco.
Would you like me just to dump what you've already done?
Yeah, it's all portioned out. You can just
Salt?
dump her in there. Oh. What's happening?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, okay, salt.
It's stuck.
We have your black pepper.
Yep.
Bloop. We have I feel like the Swedish chef. We have a mustard powder, y'all.
Yes, and mustard powder is a secret ingredient when you're making cheese sauces, you guys. It gives it flavor.
Okay.
And it's not a mustardy flavor. It's just, it cuts the cheese a little bit and makes it so it's not as rich. I don't even know how I keep doing those stupid phrases. Every time I'm on this show, I say something. You guys, I can't even watch the segments because I'm so mortified.
Yeah. As long as the soup says, excuse me, I'm fine with it, yes. Okay, Tabasco.
Another secret ingredient when you're making very rich, cheesy things. You always want to add Tabasco or a little pepper.
And a little bit of paprika.
Yeah.
That's not coming out, but
and
we're going to
that paprika, I've already used some because I mixed some with the...
Smoked paprika.
Yes, because you want kind of a smoky, cheesy, delicious flavor.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put Marianne to work, for heaven's sake. We're going to get her up here to stir a little bit. She has to earn that seat. And we'll be back with more right after this. Back in a moment. We're back. I'll use that spoon too. Save the other one for the best, yeah. We're back here with Stephanie Hansen. We're finishing up our beer cheese soup, and then we have other soups that Stephanie wants to tell you about. How are we looking?
It is looking real good. At this point, we're just kind of heating it up.
Okay.
Now, I put a little popcorn trail there because any soup that you make, the big part of like why people like soup is they like the crispy, crunchy garnishes.
Yeah, texture.
Yeah, so you're gonna want to top
Oh my
your
God,
beer
you're adding
cheese
more
soup.
cheese.
Just
Oh, Lord.
a little.
Okay, yeah. Oh Lord. Okay.
You could use it as a garnish, but you're gonna top your beer cheese soup with a little popcorn. And I want to just mention cheese because producer Jeff
that's
asked
the whole
about
last
the cheese.
segment. You mentioned cheese, but go ahead.
Well, because you would think that you could use like this already pre-grated cheese, but you don't want to use that in this soup. Believe it or not, there is an ingredient in here that prevents the cheese from caking in the package, which makes it so it doesn't melt as well when you're making like a soup or a quesadilla or a queso dip. So you always want to grate your own real cheese.
Really?
Yeah, yep. If you're making like a melted cheese product, that is kind of an important thing.
Smack my butt and call me Judy. I didn't know that. We just learned something.
We did. We had learning today with Stephanie.
Now, we have other soups, but can we take some to Marianne, for heaven's sake? It's her birthday.
Now, Marianne, this would be...
Aaron, you want to come up here, sweetheart?
Marianne, this would be a little hotter, ideally. And also, if
Marianne
you feel...
ain't picky. She's going to be... she's fine. She's fine.
You put a little green
We're going to get her a spoon,
you get your little popcorn.
Okay.
I just called it porn.
It's fine. It's fine, yeah.
Popcorn.
There you go. You want to give that to Marianne. It's Aaron Schwab, everyone. Aaron Schwab. Wave to the... Aaron, wave to the humans. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Other... Yeah, we did the popcorn here. We added the popcorn. Yeah.
Yep.
So, there we go. Marianne has her soup. Hey, Marianne, as to not hurt Stephanie's feelings, if you don't like it, just wink twice. That's right, yeah.
Marianne, you can say if you don't like it.
No, she likes it. She's going to like it. Okay, while Marianne's taste testing here, let's talk about other soups that you want to recommend.
I just was counting soup on my website because I'm obsessed and I'm kind of the soup queen. I have 20 different recipes for soups. And it's everything from stovetop soup, Instant Pot soup, crock pot soup. The wild rice soup on my website is one of my #1 recipes, so you should make that.
Okay.
Also, the Instant Pot beef chili that we made here together a while back.
Yes.
That's a recipe that people really like too.
And these are all on Steph's website. Can I tell you, let me compliment you. I always compliment you. I love you. Well, first of all, by the way, Marianne's loving the soup over there. You like it, Marianne? Perfect. Okay. I've been listening to you for a decade now. I finally bought my own Instant Pot.
You did? Oh!
Yeah. And I made your chicken tortilla soup.
Which is excellent.
There it is. Look at that, Stephanie.
Oh, look at that in your Instant Pot.
Yeah.
And then you top it with crispy tortilla strips.
The only thing I didn't love, I don't like tomatillas, I realized. I got to take a little bit of those out.
You can substitute tomatoes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, but one thing is add a little acid then, because tomatillos are sort of like a tomatoey lime.
Okay, is this for me?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, let me try. What other soup? Did you have a corn chowder recipe?
Oh, do I ever. It's bacon, it's corn, it's chowder, it's dill. I have white bean and ham. I have lentil and coconut milk.
I told Steph, I've never had beer cheese soup in my life. No, I haven't. I'm sorry.
He's from the South.
No, I'm from Indiana. We didn't even have a cheese.
South. That's
we just
the
had
South.
beer. Indiana, we just had beer. We didn't have cheese in Indiana. Yeah. This is real good.
Yes! Never mind the 8 cups of cheese. It's fine. And you want to have the popcorn because it gives you that little salty, crispy crunch.
Yeah, I made fun of that, but I need that now.
Yeah, you can also, you can top it with other things like bacon, jalapenos.
Oh.
You could really, get super spicy.
I love it.
Yeah.
She is super spicy. Give it up for Stephanie, everyone. All of this is on Stephanie's website. Go to stephaniesdish.com. We'll also post it on the Jason Show Facebook page. We're going to take a break. Finally, my review of Avatar, The Way of Water, when we come back. Back in a moment.
Did it take you that long to see it? I haven't seen it yet.
I just saw it last night.
Where did you go?
AMC Rosedale. Welcome back. It's been a month and a half since Avatar: The Way of Water opened, but last night finally I got a chance to see it, and I'm calling this our new segment, Old Movie Reviews. That's right. Old Movie Reviews. That's right. Kendall and I, we always try to be different than other shows. Other shows review movies right when they open.
Yep.
Not the Jason Show.
Nope.
We were very busy, damn it. We wait a month and a half, and then we bring you old movie reviews.
That's right.
That's the way you want it. The sequel has been #1 for weeks, earning more than $2 billion. Before I share my thoughts, here's a quick look.
I know you think I'm crazy.
That's behind those big rocks.
But I feel her. I hear her heartbeat. She's so close.
So what does her heartbeat sound like?
Mighty.
Avatar: The Way of Water takes place 16 years after the original. Always like to start with the positive. I walked in this movie with zero expectations because, quite honestly, I was underwhelmed with the original. Not underwhelmed, but I remember walking out of the screening of the original with my radio co-host Alexis, and we both kind of went like this.
It's cool.
It was good. I really liked this. I really liked it. I do letter grades. It's a solid B. It's a solid B. No, but a B is good. That's what I got in school. You know what I mean? If I was lucky. No, I mean, you're a valedictorian, but this is good. A is saved. Look, A is saved for your Gandhi and your, you know what I mean, your big ones, but
Titanic.
Yes. Anyway, this one, here are the positives. It has a universal theme. There really isn't much of a plot. It's basically the same villain and the same company from last time trying to pillage and Pandora. Yeah, do the same thing. However, the universal theme is family. In a film filled with special effects, and James Cameron does do this very well. It's actually a very small film about the family and the effects of this company trying to take over this planet. Now, another positive, the special effects. You've heard a lot about them. They have been greatly advanced since the original. I saw this in 3D in Rosedale at the Dolby Cinema there. And I will tell you, the underwater sequences are breathtaking. Really, they're stunning. But here's the drawback. I will tell you that seeing it in 3D, there are it's jarring because in some moments of the movie, it looks like it was shot like a soap opera, meaning, you know how when you buy a new TV and you don't have it calibrated and it looks weird? That's how some of the scenes in this movie look in 3D. And then other scenes, it looks like a video game. And then other scenes, it looks like a normal movie. So that was a little jarring, but that doesn't take away from the movie as a whole. Again, a solid B. The thing that annoyed me the most, though, was the dialogue. Some of the dialogue. There are angsty teens in this movie. It's really all about, the movie really should be called Avatar, The Way of Angsty Teens. And I'm not joking. And they say bro, they say bro about 400 times. And I know their father is human, but I gotta ask, they're on Pandora, how the hell do you know the word bro? And now put up the headline. I read this article a couple days ago. I love this. Vox.com wrote, Avatar, The Way of Water, how can it make $2 billion and still feel irrelevant? I kinda get it, y'all. I'm not kidding, because think about it. Is anyone in your circle coming up to you going, oh my God, you have to see Avatar? I don't know why I'm talking in a British accent, but...
Those are his circle.
But I kind of get it. It's good, though. It exceeded my expectations, a solid B.
I was a little nervous, I haven't gone to it yet, but about the whole family part of this. Do you really get to hear from the two main characters from last time, or is it really just all about their kids?
No, the kids are in it a lot, but it really is...
The whole family?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's 3 hours and 11 minutes, and about an hour into the movie, I don't see any water. And I looked at Colin and I go, I looked at him, I said, it's called The Way of Water, and I don't see water yet, and we're an hour into this.
Where's the H2O?
But eventually you get to water, and these whales, James Cameron doesn't want you to call them whales, but they're whales. They're whales with 4 eyes. But James, I guess he gets mad.
Whales with glasses?
No, but they're my favorite characters, but you're not supposed to call them whales. They're tunus or something? I don't know. Avatar, The Way of Water. Tutus or something? Go see it. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. In our old movie review. It is time for the world's shortest segment. Only 2 days to go until a new Saturday Night Live with The Last of Us star Pedro Pascal, you know, from The Mandalorian too. Look at this promo.
What are you doing, you psycho?
What do you mean?
That's Matt, our brand new cast member.
Oh.
Not cool, Mr. Pascal. Come on, Matt.
If you haven't seen the show, you're a little lost, but it's a takeoff of The Last of Us zombies called the Clickers that Pascal fights on the show. Coldplay, by the way, is the musical guest. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after this. Psycho? Tickets to our show, go to eventbrite.com or get the Eventbrite app and search for The Jason Show. It's time for the surprise goodbye. You know how this works. I don't know what's in this until right now. Today, an episode of Friends becomes reality for someone in the UK. Remember the Pivot episode with Ross, Chandler, and Rachel trying to move a couch up a stairwell? Look at this. Come back to the TV. A guy in Britain said a furniture company had trouble getting a couch up the stairs. So listen to this. They ended up just abandoning the couch, leaving it wedged up against a wall.
Oh my gosh.
They left huge holes in the wall. At first, the company denied the homeowner's account, but changed their tune when, yes, the pictures went viral.
What?
That's horrible.
They were like, no, that wasn't us.
How do you think you're going to get away with that? You know what I mean? You
Just
left
leave
it there.
Like, no.
No. Hey, I want to say thanks to this great. Look, my energy. I work with the audience. Great audience today, man. Just so good. Thanks to Marianne. Tomorrow, I'm a fish out of water again when I go to the Aveda Institute and I become a hairstylist. Right now, though, if you're a kid being bullied, go out there and be yourself because no one can tell you you're doing it wrong. Bye, everybody. I'm a hairstylist, girl.